I've always loved the clouds. They are so fluffy and so soft. Every minute a different shape. You just want to dive in them and be wrapped up by their soft cotton wool-like embrace. They are so far away that they are almost unreachable. But now I'm in them, flying through the infinite ceiling called sky that I used to look at from my window at home. I'm here now, not dreaming about them anymore, but literally in the clouds. I'm on my first trip alone, and I'm excited and a little nervous as well. I'm going to Spain to volunteer in a hostel and be part of a Christian living community, which I don't know anyone of yet. But sometimes, the unknown is part of the excitement. At this point, I like to discover something different. My life became somewhat too normal, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with my time. I was looking for a job, but wasn't satisfied with any option that came my way, and I just wasn't ready to settle for something. I quit my job because it didn't fulfill me, but the months after felt like a big scary question mark. What would I do tomorrow? What would I do next week? Where would I be in a month? Planning a trip to Spain felt weird to me, especially because I was telling myself that I was looking for a job, not for another amount of months to just play around and procrastinate the real things in life, like earning money and choosing some kind of career. But little did I know that this one adventure to Spain would give me so much excitement and fulfillment as well, that already only thinking about the idea of going there would cheer me up. Because without being aware of it, I was feeling a little depressed and in a rut of those months without any schedule or venue where you are expected by someone. I needed something different, and not just a nice adventure you can experience in one of the adventurous dreams at night, but really a physical experience. Not dreaming about the clouds, but being in them, really, and eventually landing at an airport which is miles away from home and is promising you an experience that would change your life forever. You would never have had these kind of memories when you would have stayed at home. While the big reason I came here was to contribute to the ministry and to tell pilgrims on the Camino about the love of Christ, I ended up learning a lot about God and was inspired by the other staff members and volunteers to live from God's power daily and prioritizing Him over work or other time consumers. I was really inspired by the teachings we got every single morning and the hours of volunteering that were a good laboratory to put those teachings into practice. After Oasis Trails, I went to Madrid and experienced my first days alone as a solo traveler. The weeks at a volunteer place were very meaningful to me, but I must admit that these days alone were the ultimate cherry on the cake in terms of life lessons learned. It is so different to travel by yourself than to travel with someone who you can just follow and do the things they want to do. When you're on your own, you have to figure out everything by yourself and ask yourself constantly the questions: what do I feel like doing? Where would I go? What will I do? It was a real journey with God, and during my time alone I was constantly writing down everything I received from God and every idea that was in my head. Also, I was constantly listening to worship music and I felt deeply connected with my Father. I learned that in order to grow in your faith, you have to take risks and not stay at the place you're at, even if that place feels comfortable and nice. It would have been so easy to just stay at home, to not fly to a foreign country where I don't know anything and anyone. But by taking that leap of faith and just go to the unknown, I became a wiser person, and my trust in God, it has grown. Spain taught me to not think twice of a desire you have in your heart and just go for it whenever your gut tells you to. Even if a lot of people or that critical voice in your head tells you to play it safe and not take risky steps. Just do it, because it will in any case be refreshing and teach you a lot of important lessons.